Hey guys, it's Andrew Osantowski. It's Saturday, April 18th, 2020. I'm just running my Model MEUTFA by you, my UFC betting model that's been very profitable. I'm just reading you my thesis on it and why I think it's going to be successful going forward and why it's been successful already. So my thesis is why using my UFC betting model MEUTFA is profitable and a better alternative to betting on other sports that require VIG, spread, etc. By Andrew Osantowski. My third-party tracked betting record is at betmma.tips/Osantowski 1987. MEUTFA is an underdogs-only betting model. MEUTFA total plays, it's from 2013 to present. A record of 90 and 84, 51.72% winning percentage, plus 44.35 units, risking 1 unit per bet to win X odds. Like I said, it's an underdogs-only betting model. That's why you're risking 1 unit per bet to win X odds. So if the underdog is plus 150 and you risk 1 unit, you can win 150 on it, or 1.5 units on it. So you risk 1 unit, you win 1.5 units if the underdog is plus 150. So the total amount of odds bet divided by the total amount of plays. So out of the 174 plays, the total odds came to 24,535. Divide that by 174 and you get plus 141 average betting odds. So we know that with plus 141 average betting odds, you need to win 41.8% of the time to break even. Our model has a 51.72% winning percentage, which means we're profiting 9.92% higher than break even, which translates to big profit. And with spread-based sports like the NFL and NBA, you're going to need to wager minus 110 to minus 120 odds to bet, which means you need to win between 52.4% to 54.5% of the time just to break even. Throw not having a model and you're losing before you even begin. And that's 100% true, guys. And with the NHL and MLB, those have goal lines and run lines. You're gonna see different odds though. You're not gonna see the minus 110. You'll probably see a little higher spreads on those, and whatnot. But the NHL and MLB are things that you'd probably bet more on the money line, kind of like MMA. If you were to be betting those sports, you'd probably bet the money line. You wouldn't be betting the run line or the goal line. So in conclusion, use Model MEUTFA or another effective model and bet on underdogs where you need a lower winning percentage to break even, and you can reap more profit. And that's 100% true. And I linked the site boydsbets.com//moneyline money-line-conversion-chart. And you can see what you need to win at certain money lines to remain profitable to break even. It's not hard, man. It's not hard math, guys. From 2013 to April 2019, the lines reflect the closing odds. I thought of researched/created the model in April 2019, which is true. For May 2019, when I first started betting the model, the present reflects the odds I bet the fight. In parentheses, unless I bet on the other side of the fight, which would then reflect the closing odds of the fight for the model play. Asterisk denotes I bet on the other fighter, but the model play is still tracked. I don't know what that symbol is, but it's a common keyboard symbol. Denotes I didn't bet the fight, and then the uppercase thing denotes it took place during the COVID-19 outbreak, which is going to be going on for a while now. The UFC plans on running a May 9th event. So it'll be the first event in 2 months. So I list all the plays from 2013, all the model plays from 2013 to present, guys. Believe me, I did my homework. I broke everything down methodically. Because I always do my homework, man. I like when I get an idea and I think the idea makes sense, I'd like to expand on it, and I like to do my research, historical research, to verify that what I'm thinking is accurate and true. And I have a year total of betting on it. It's been very profitable, and I can go back all the way to 2014, and it's been profitable. 2013 was a slightly losing year. 2013 was a slightly losing year. But the more events the UFC has, it translates to better model success. The years around 2013 was an early time in the UFC. They weren't putting on as many events. So the more events the UFC puts on, it's better for my model, because the model takes into effect betting on good fighters. And when you're pinning more middle tier fighters against middle tier fighters that my model likes, you're going to reap more success on the underdogs. More underdogs are going to come through for you. And that's why I believe the model is highly successful, man. It's very successful. And I have no problem putting my money behind it, because it's a proven winner, man. You know, when you can bet something on the money line and bet underdogs, you don't have to risk a spread. You don't ever have to risk more. You don't ever have to risk more than what you're winning. Than what you can win to bet. You know, you're not risking minus 110 to win 100 plus your 110 bet. You know what I'm saying? You're always risking 1 unit to win 1 point whatever. So that's what I like about it, and that's what allows it to be successful. And anytime you have a historical track record and that you can back up your model, that's what it all matters, man. That's what all this matters. All this matters. You know what I'm saying? If somebody cannot verify and give you proven plays and track your plays, if they're not third-party tracked on top of that, guys, do not mess with them. You know what I'm saying? And I love this stuff. I wouldn't do it unless I loved it, and I do. I love it. And you always want to have an avenue to make money. You know, and you always want crypto at the top of your pyramid to make money. You know, but in a bear market, when you cash out of crypto, you can wager more with Model MEUTFA and in other models that you may have developed or that you may track or whatever to make money, man. You know, and you always you always want to have some action in the game. I know a lot of guys that want action. Some of those guys don't care whether they lose, win. They just want to be involved. They want to feel like they're part of something. And yeah, I mean, I'm risking 4 figures per model bet, but taking into consideration the crypto bull market and cashing out of the crypto bull market, that 4-figure bets are going to be a little bit higher, because the model. This is what it's all for. This is what the model is all for, man. Is that my opinion is very rarely ever in play. The model requires strict adherence, except in cases where, like I said, I always use my judgment. I use my judgment as far as, you know, if it's such a closely lined fight and the betting odds are so close, I'm gonna lean with who I think is gonna win. Whether that's the model play or not, I'll denote that in the bet. You know, it's tracked. I'll denote whether I'm betting against the model or I'm on the model. And I'll tell people that, you know, I have clients. I have a client that, you know, I do business with, and I keep them informed at all times of what I'm doing. And the only reason I have a client like that is because I have all this, man. I have all this. I have a third-party track betting record that he was able to view and all that. And I look forward to obtaining many more clients based off the proven track record of my model and the wins I'm going to have going forward and the profitability that's going to be that you'll be able to see going forward as it continues to prove true, as it continues to reap profit. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the more UFC events, the more events the UFC puts on, it's gonna make it my model profitable. The more events translates to big success for my model, man. Like I said, this isn't the older days of the promotion. This isn't the past era, which I consider 2013 the present. I think there's a couple different eras in the UFC, but when the UFC started putting on more events in 2014, when they first came out with UFC Fight Pass, the app in January 14, and they started streaming events on there. It's no there's a strong correlation to why their model is profitable, and that's because of all the fights they put on. They can't have a top-ranked guy against a guy that's not even in his ballpark anymore. You know, those days, they'll still happen, but my model's not on those type of plays. My model's on, you know, the even fights, and you're getting great dog odds on a great fighter. You know, the model takes that all into account, man. And when you're putting on 40-some events a year, you're going to get a lot of fights like that. You know what I'm saying? That my model likes, you know? So, just giving you a breakdown on Model MEUTFA, guys. You know, I always post on it anyhow. But now I'm making a video on it just so I can upload it to YouTube, upload it to my Facebook. And, yeah, I spent a lot of time on this, guys, because it matters to me. And like I said, I always want an avenue to make money. Crypto and this and whatever else. And I try to do it through legal means. And that's just how my brain works, man. I get an idea, and if it makes sense, and I expand upon that thought, and I'm able to prove that my idea has wheels behind it, and it makes sense, and you can make money behind it, I'm all game. I'm all for it, man. And I love doing it. I love MMA. I love the UFC, and I love betting, and I love being able to make money off of it. And it's a very conservative model, man. It doesn't generate more than 2 plays per card. You know, normally 1 play, but no more than 2 plays per card normally. And it's normally 1 play. But like I said, a lot of people, a lot of bettors, they bet a lot of different plays. And said the more money you have out there, the more plays you have out there, the more risk that you can have per event. But also the same token, the more you can possibly risk. But that's just not my style, man. The model is a very conservative model. It's had 174 plays over from the beginning of 2013 to March of 2020. So that's it, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.